Hey, welcome back to the Corbellic studio. I'm Corbellic. We're going to be doing another cool painting today. This one's going to be an expressionism guy walking through the swamplands of Florida, the Everglades, some gators, and some, I don't know. That's just where my imagination went with it. But that's the cool part about art is that you could just have fun and do what comes to your mind, what the imagination is, whatever it is, have fun with it. Don't try to be too serious because then that's when you're going to enjoy the art. You can enjoy the art of what you're doing when you don't take yourself too serious. You're showing up and you're being a child again. I mean, isn't that why we're really creating? I mean, yes, okay, it is to make money. We want to make money, but why? We can do both of it, right? We can do both. We can have fun and we can also make money out of it. So that's how my mindset went with things. I don't want to be too perfect. That's just too stressful. Life is already stressful. So let's just get into it, have fun, and see what we pump out. All right. All right. So this is our Gator Swamp kind of expressionism look that we're going to go for. And we're just going to go straight into it with the big brush. We're going to go straight into it so we can get our sky, like just a little water color on the top because I want it to be like purple, look purple, and then some blue. And whatever colors that you choose, you can't go wrong. You're not going to go wrong because you're at least making a choice. I'm proud of you for even just showing up. That's one of the things that I always love to say in the community. If I'm seeing that, at least you're showing up. You're just making the actions. You know how brave that is? Because it's not easy. Some of the some of the buffest, bravest people that you think are brave, they can't do what we do daily because this is takes psychologically or a psychological courage is what I was going to say. All right, so let's make this bottom here like a little bit of a green, or let's tone that down just a little bit of water and white. The reason why is because we want to do our gator in there. But also, let's make it like a little bit of cyan. Like maybe that's like swamp water. Then what color is swamp water, would you say? Brown? Like a orangish or so? Let's do that then. Like maybe a brownish? Is swamp water? Look, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. You see how it is what it is. Look at that. That's perfect. Now let's just dry it off with the heat gun and then we're on our way. We're almost done. I can see it already. We're almost done and we'll be on to the next one. The thing that I love about doing these larger 16 by 20 canvases right here, I'm more free to be open with my body. I'm more of a physical artist. I don't have to try to be on a smaller canvas all the time. The reason that I suggest you do that starting off is so you can save money shipping, but also you can just get acclimated with just knocking out canvases. But if you're comfortable doing the larger ones as well, because with the larger paintbrushes and you don't have to try to pack so much into a canvas, then do that too and be free. But I'm just trying to suggest a way for you to save money. Boom. Now I'm just going to take my, is this my 3/4 or my 1/2 inch? Yeah, something like that. And let's do, what do we want to do first? Let's do the gator. Let's do the gator. Let's do the gator quick. Make it a dark green since we already have green there, just a tiny bit of black. The dark green, we want that green to pop out. All right, let's do this quick. Look, you see how I'm not, you see how with the larger brush I'm not trying to be perfect with it, with the details and all that. I'm just getting the body of the principle done, and then anything else, if I do want to go in with certain details, then I can. But look, we're just working that, and then we can do those What are those little fin things that they put on those little spiky parts of the gator? What are those? The trees right here. Look at this. Boom, bang. Look at these marks that I'm doing. You see how quick I'm doing that? Look. Now let's switch it over to the red. You see how I'm not trying to be perfect? I'm just putting them in there. People don't want you to be perfect. Stop trying to control it. People get what you're trying to do. It doesn't have to look like exactly like your flower or whatever. I'm giving an example. People understand the concept of what you're trying to relay. So just do it and relay it. Look, I'm using the projector to guesstimate. All right, now let's go with our guy. I'm gonna put the white in right now for his eye. That way I don't have to think about it later. Look, there it is. Now let's take our black jar so I can hold it. And then that way I'm just gonna go in what he's holding. He's holding like a stick. Look at this. You don't have to be perfect. Find art when you're doing references. Find art that not only you want to do, but also that if you're not committed to let go of the details, then don't do it. Sometimes I'll pick pieces that have details on it just so I can do it as messy and I'll have it look like a different version of what I want. I'll do the Last Supper with Christ and make it look like stick figures if I want. And that's cool. Think about how cool that concept is. Look, if there's certain paintings that you want to see me do as an example, where I let go myself, let me know in the comments below, like what concepts, the Eiffel Tower or something, where you want to see me more free. Or do it in a freestyle way, I'm saying, as an example. Like, we're selling on eBay. Not some gallery here. Even the gallery is just, the gallery would pay more for the sloppy art, to be honest. Have you ever seen some galleries now? And they even had the sloppiest art. And in your mind, you're thinking, well, that artist can do that because they went to art school for it and they did that intentionally. You too. You can do that too. They're not more special than you. And no offense, if you talk to most of these people anyways, they're idiots. And seeing from everybody in the community, you guys are way more talented and smarter, have a better personality than the art snobs. All right, so now what I'm going to do for this gator is I'm going to add some gator bits to it, which is like a light yellow, like some squares or something. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it. Put the eyeball right there. And let's put an eye on the gator. Maybe actually he's even stepping on the gator. Let's put some gator teeth in. And look, it doesn't have to be, look, that's the gator teeth. It doesn't have to be anything more than that. You want to be all detail. And I understand, you know why it's so hard. Okay, something just hit me right now. I understand. You know why it's so difficult for you to create fast? Because you haven't been selling on eBay. So you don't know how the market appreciates the art anyways, how the market appreciates the fastness of it or appreciates what you're going to sell. So in your mind it's hard because you're not understanding the market yet for what your art is. You're thinking that it has to be something more for it to sell, for people to want it, to buy it. You don't have a problem. That's a good one. Maybe I should make a video about that later on or tomorrow. You don't have a problem about creating fast and about creating loose. You have a problem that you just didn't sell on eBay yet, so you don't understand what the market's like there. And then once you understand what the market's like and you're bringing the money in, you're going to be more loose with it. Because you're going to understand that it doesn't matter, you can't control it. The only way that you could control it is by showing up and working fast. But also you're gonna realize and you're gonna appreciate that you're making money by being loose, being you. We're almost done. I'm just gonna go into some of the areas with a not a charcoal, but a black pastel. Look at this, how I'm doing the mouth. And people would think this was intentional. There must be a genius behind it, a reason of why he did that. He just wouldn't naturally do that for no reason. What does it mean? It's so deep, it's so thought-provoking. What is it? Wow. I remember watching Bob Ross, and a lot of times if you didn't see him paint it, you would think that he spent his whole lifetime painting those paintings, right? Or those creations. You would think that he spent so much time doing it. All right, now I'm going to dry this off, hit it off with some oil pastel, some black lines through the gator, and some white lines through his body, and then we're going to call it a day. Let's not overcomplicate it. And boom. All right, so now let's just touch up on the gator real quick. Make it sloppy. It doesn't have to be pretty. People like the sloppiness of it. That looks like gallery stuff, right? Like look, like that's some quick gator claws, some gator type of skin, right? Some gator skin. Let me know in the comments if you ever tasted gator before. I had a chance a couple times and people swear that it tastes like chicken, but I just can't get over the concept of eating a alligator. I don't think I could do it. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is that too primitive? Is that too primal? All right, let's just tap in on him. You know what? Let's turn the lights on. We don't need the projector anymore. We already got our premise off of that. And look at this. You see how quick I'm working it? Like, I don't care. That's the hand. There's no right or wrong way at this point. Look at this gator. He's wild. And then what I'm going to do for fun is let's put like a sun over here, but I'm doing it with a oil pastel. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. People get the gist. Boom. All right. That is our gator. Hold on. Let's add some swamp kind of like trees or some like some grass. Doing this with the oil pastel. And after you do an oil pastel as well, you can spray it with a fix it. I use low odor, clear finish, Krylon. This way it doesn't bother me. It's not too heavy. It doesn't stink. Get the low odor matte and you'll be good. The other one can give you a headache, and especially if you spray it inside, you only want to spray those outside. So if you can't get the low odor ones, just make sure all of your pastel paintings are done, put them outside, and then spray them all down, leave it out there for about 15, 20 minutes, and you'll be good to go. All right, we're done with this one. Let's put our signature on there. And boom. Huh? Look at that. We did this together. What do you think? I love these type of neo-expressionism. I can do whatever I want, okay? I'm free when I'm doing these. I'm a child when I'm doing these, and people love it. So if you want to learn how to do this yourself, if you want to see all the templates and all the different ways of how you can download this and create a different reference just like this, or any kind of funky thing that's in your own imagination, click the link below, join the free eBay art community. I'm gonna see you in the next video.